Hello, everybody. Hello, agencies, and hello, students that I can see that some of you have already registered as well. In this section, we will cover everything you need to know about studying with Karelia University of Applied Sciences. We will discuss the career opportunity and provide the clear information about the tuition fees or scholarships, our rolling admission application process. So you will also have that one very unique opportunity to connect with our expert panelists that we see right here, Dr. Elwad Ki and Dr. Maria Sku Istoror, and Miss Kaija and Miss Katri.
Thank you, Joan, so much for your introduction. Welcome everybody to Karelia University of Applied Sciences. So at Karelia University of Applied Sciences, you will be among the 750 international students. And altogether, you are with, say, around 4,560 students and 310 staffs at our university. You will be among the community so that you can, receive a solid foundation of your studies. You are studying in a 100% latest digital tools and blended learning methods, and you also be part of the curricula that our teachers and university have tailored to meet with the needs of the society, the real skills of the society. Next slide, please. So, where is Karelia University of Applied Sciences? From the screen, you can see the two big campuses that we have, Ikkarina and Warsila. And Joensuu is a beautiful city with many rivers. And to move around the city, you can just need a bicycle and you can bike from our one campus to another. So you may start wondering, why Karelia University of Applied Sciences among 100,000 of universities around the world? Say, think if Finland is your dream country destination, and if one of your dreams is like you want to study in the fourth highest ranked University of Applied Sciences in Finland, we are the answer. So are you dreaming and hoping you will be part of a supportive community of students and staffs? If you say yes, so our university is your right choice. And our degrees program aim for the future working life. I mean that our teachers really experienced in their teaching methodology. They are the guiders, the instructors, the coach of you to receive the high quality skills that the societies need. And our teachers are the experts in the field. It's very easy to, be in the classroom, receive the instructions, and you follow their guidance so that you can, receive the top-notch knowledge that the society needs from you. And do you need also to know that Karelia University of Applied Sciences has a big network of international partners where you can have many different interesting choices of where you would like to do your internship and exchanges. Now I will move on to rolling admission. Rolling admission is the admission that we will cooperate with our trusted educational agents so that we can give you talented prospective students the opportunity to apply to our university. The application method are that you just apply using your certificates, or you can use your SAT result to apply to us. For more information, please check our webpage. You may start wondering, how much does this cost? About tuition fee and other practical questions in your mind. So our bachelor degree programs in English, we have International Business and Industrial Management with cost 9,000 euros per academic year. And our bachelor degree program in Information and Communication Technology is 10,000 euros per academic year. We also have our online master degree program in sustainability management, 10,500 euros per academic year. Would that be some of your interest to study? For example, international business, industrial management, or ICT for our master degree. And you may think about scholarships we may have. Our university would encourage you to apply and choose us immediately. That's why we have the policy of minus 20% discount we call early bird price tuition fee for the students who have applied and then received our offer, accept our offer within 7 days, and pay your tuition fee within 20 days. We have more and more scholarships for you. Just a quick look at our scholarships, you will see that just studying Finnish language at our university receive the required Finnish language levels, 55 ECTS credits, and you already, just like receive the opportunities to apply for your scholarships. We will be giving you more and more scholarships, like in the first academic year, 10%, second academic year 20%, third academic year 30%. And when you register for your national Finnish test, we also pay you to take the test, and more scholarships are coming. So if you look at the scholarship system we have, we aim to, just like equip you with the languages that you are not just excellent in English language, your local language, and also Finnish language. You become a really strong candidate for Finnish language, Finnish job market after graduation. Could John move to the next slide? So I have finished telling you about our university, about our programs, scholarships, and tuition fee, as well as how to apply with us. I would like to introduce to you Dr. Mariescu Istodor-Radu, who will tell you more about his program. The floor is yours, Radu.
Hey, hello everybody. I hope you can hear me properly. Okay, let's begin talking about ICT. So the program that we have here at Karelia is 4 years long, and you will become a Bachelor of Engineering at the end of it. So that's what we'll say on your degree. These 4 years are in total 240 credits, so that is roughly 80 credits per year. But the study system in Finland is quite flexible, and you can study more or less in different years than others. The studying happens on campus here in Joensuu, and usually in the Wärtsilä campus. We don't really have lessons in Tikkarinen, but this can change from year to year. So that's the basic information. Next, about the studies, each of these 4 different years have kind of nicknames. We call the first one ICT creator, the second one producer, then innovator, and the last one is the thesis, because that's what you will mostly be worried about in the last year. We offer 2 different specializations, so the types of the studies diverge already in the second year, I believe. And they all begin with the basic introduction to ICT. So we start with programming, engineering fundamentals, and software development. The studies also include practical training, complementary studies, and the thesis project. Now, moving on to these complementary studies, I think. They are elective courses, so they are usually things that don't necessarily have to do with ICT. You can choose some in other technologies or switch to communication or transport, social services, health, sports. Or if you really want, you can do more ICT courses as well. But basically, you have a number of credits that you're free to choose how you will get during your studies. And this is very important because ICT tends to go into very many different fields. So it's possible to find some career opportunity that is not totally related to ICT, but maybe you want to make some software that helps athletes become better at sports, or I don't know, make transportation more efficient, and so on. Now, moving on. We have a very strong cooperation with local companies here in Joensuu. So we have meetings many times per year to see what they are doing, and we try to teach our students the things that they would need if they would go in those to work in those companies. And those technologies that they are using in the companies, we try to use during our courses as well. So, of course, if you check our curriculum, you will see different skills that you will get. We try to tailor these skills in the technologies that are happening here locally, so that then you are a better match for these companies here. And career possibilities, they are many. If you start to think about the ones that are linked directly to ICT, then you can become an ICT engineer or a software developer, programmer, UX or UI designer, system architect, AI developer. Nowadays, this AI is very, very popular thing for someone to become. And web developer, web programmer, or even an entrepreneur. Basically, we encourage our students to start their own businesses. We also have programs at Karelia that help you start your own business. So if you have some kind of idea for a product, maybe a software product or I don't know, hardware product even, then you can try starting a company and investigate that other career option. And I would say that the list is very small here because it only focuses on the aptitudes that you get from our studies. But as I said before, ICT tends to go into many different fields. I like to think I'm an ICT expert and I'm a teacher. That's my main job. And I also have a YouTube channel. You can find it with my name. And basically those are two different jobs that I kind of have at the moment, even though they are not on this list. You never know where ICT becomes useful in the future, even if these listed here are the most important we prepare our students for. And the program is for people who want to become ICT professionals, is suitable from anyone from high school. And very important in Finland, there is this idea of lifelong learning. So what happens here in general in society is that people change their careers all the time because you get ready for a job and at some point that job maybe disappears. So the idea is that some people who have already an education can decide to change their career now, and this program is also suitable for those as well, and any ICT enthusiast really. So welcome, and I think we move on to industrial management. Hamid,
Okay.
I think the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Radu. Yeah, can you hear all of you?
Yes, welcome.
Yes, thank you. So the second Bachelor of Engineering that we have in Karelia is Bachelor of Industrial Management. So I put Bachelor of Engineering in Industrial Management to clarify a little bit, because we have tendency that some people, when they hear Industrial Management, they think it's business studies. So if you go to the next slide, the length of study is 4 years, and it's a Bachelor of Engineering. It's not a Bachelor of Science. It's not a Bachelor of Arts. So it's a Bachelor of Engineering. So the student, when they graduate, they have an engineering degree, and when they go to further studies, they will study also a Master of Engineering. So this is an engineering degree, but it has a little bit of a twist because it's a program which is go to the next slide. Which focus on 4 core like 4 core blocks. So besides the engineering foundation, where you study maths, physics, languages, and all the main languages, main engineering foundation. So you have some soft skills that we are trying to develop, how to make presentation. And the idea behind it is that we are training the students to have both double hats or 3 hats. So the first one is about managing technology in general and operations, which means that you have to manage the product development from initiation, from the idea until the manufacturing or ready to be shipped product, which means that you have to study all the process for designing the products, all the operation and manufacturing of the product. And then the second part is that we teach you also the business, which means how to market the product, how to sell it to customers, how to get the feedback from the customers, and in order to increase the sales, because at the end you need to make a profitable business for your company. And the third part is the digitalization, and we talk about Industry 4.5.0. So if you go now to all the industries from beginning until the end, you have to introduce automation and robotics, you have to put analytics, you have to use AI. So we teach our students how to use all these tools in order to fit them through the whole program. And then we focus also, because some of our students might have the entrepreneurship mindset, or they would like to create a company or have a consulting or do some kind of thing. So we teach them how to do the design thinking, how to make some innovation, and how to create a product. So what I said about industrial management is a program which is, let's say, you can have many people who play different instruments, but then you have only one conductor where he plays maybe a couple of instruments, but he can conduct all the orchestra in order to perform. So the idea of industrial management is that a guy is a person who is trained in different disciplines of engineering, plus other fields, and in order to manage inside the company all the experts in order to deliver the progress. I used to be an engineer, and what we like as an engineer is to buy all the possible, like instruments, all possible equipments. But when you are in a company, you cannot buy that. So you need someone to control you. So the industrial manager is the guy who is controlling all these guys, not to go into complete chaos and then make the company as profitable as possible. So if you go to the next slide. So during the 4 years of studies, so the student will go through different fields. So like in the first year, we teach them the basics of manufacturing and like product development. They will study also a little bit of software, how to develop softwares. And the idea is that to understand the complexity of delivering software, they will study also automation, beside the basic maths and everything. When they moved to the second year, we started to teach them a little bit how to do the manufacturing, how to make quality for the products. And then they start to be having the first courses about sales and marketing, and then how to do data analytics and how to think about how to create value for the company. In the third year, they move a little bit more onto finance. So now it's a little bit more complicated for where they start to analyze the company. They start to do the project management, and then they have a little bit of robotics, and then they go to service design. As Radu said, most of our programs are focused in collaboration with industries. So we have a lot of collaboration. We are even audited by the companies in order to see whether our program is inputting all the latest findings from the industries and what the industries are needing. So at the end of the studies, students, they have to already make almost 5 months trainings in companies, which is almost 30 credits. And they have to do a thesis that it's related either product or research. And we have a lot of projects that we do with the companies during the process of the studies. So we decided to focus on 2 specializations, only 2, but because we need to limit the number for the students. So one is operational excellence, and one is technology management and digital transformation. And the idea is that we selected these 2, but there is a possibility for students who think that he need to go maybe to a different approach. So we have students, for example, who decided to go mainly for analytics, and he decided to take all the courses for analytics. But from the our curriculum for the courses that we are building in the program, we focus at the moment with two. As I said, this is a program which is interdisciplinary, so we have a lot of courses from different departments. And if you go to the next slide, so as I said, always the best thing to explain a program is to share with the student the experience. So this is the 3 courses or 4 courses that students are doing in the first year. So the first one is that they have a 3D design that they have to think to design. So if you see the bottom product which is made like with the drawing here. So this is a product which was done by John Deere company, and we have to design similar one. So the students have to think about the material to be selected, and they have to design it using 3D tool. And then after that, in the course of manufacturing, and then in the course of manufacturing, they have to build the product, which means we cut the metal, then we bend it, then we make the welding for it. And then if you see the pile in the corner, right corner, this is what the product have been designing in the first year as a part of their curriculum. And in the last picture here, you see the plastic machine. So sometimes every year we change the content so that students can have a difference, so they don't copy from the last year also. So it's a possibility for us. So, and then they have a plastic. So this is what the student they do for the first year, which means that they have an idea about mechanical engineering and how the products are made. And if you go to the next slide, so the next slide, this is for the third year, what the students are doing. So one is that we have a cell, robot cell for welding, the first one. And this is what we do as R&D with the different companies and with the European Union funding. And the idea is that students, they have to think about if they have to design similar items in the industry, how to make the risk analysis, which means that they have to check all the steps to make sure that the product is delivered. And the second one is that we teach them the course of project management. And then we have a business game or simulation game where they have to run project from beginning until the end. And we can decide, for example, that it's a hardware project or software project. And the student, when they play the game, they have like answers like the management is not happy, customers would like to change some requirement, and the students have to play that game between each other. It's a competition between teams. It's like an industry. And the third one is the course that they have for robotics, where they have to make a sorting with the robot. So now we are changing this one because we have a new robots, and we have also small autonomous guided vehicle that we are trying to implement as part of the exercise. So this is the course that they do on the third year. And if you go to the next one, next slide, please. Okay, so this is what we are doing in the fourth year for the specialization. So we created a course called Simulation and Modeling, where the students have to create a complete simulation or digital twins of the warehouse. And this is coming only next year. So I just prepared this course. So they have to create a full warehouse, and they have to model that one and see how to optimize it for the future. So which means instead of investing and building a complete warehouse, you can already use it just by simulation and create a complete one. So this is what the students are doing. So you have an idea about what's happening inside the program. And if you go to the next slide. So as I said, we have a lot of industry collaboration. So both in terms of internship, but we have during the curriculum, we have second year and third year, a lot of projects that we do with the companies. And inside the courses also, we have a lot of small projects that we are doing with the companies, which means the companies give us a project, we give it to the students as part of the curriculum, and then they have to deliver the presentation to the customers, and they get the grade not only from us, but also from the industries. So next one. And when it comes to your career, I say to my student that I cannot promise you anything for your career. What I can promise you is that I give you wide chances. We give you a lot of knowledge, and you choose which career path you are going. If I tell you that you will be sales manager, I will be lying to my students. And in Finland, ethically, I cannot say that this is what we promise. We give you all the tools, and all the tools, you decide which industries, which field you are interested. We have students who are interested to go to business sector because they felt that they are much better in selling and making marketing for technical products. Some students, they choose to go project management. Some students, they studied software, and then Rado was also teacher in our curriculum for lecturer for our, and then some of our students went to do only analytics and do some small coding using Python because they felt that that's what they wanted to do. And some students, they just went for quality because they felt that they would like to improve all the time the products and the operation. So you have a list of sectors or fields that you can go to it, and then you are the only one who choose that career, and you are the only one who can decide where to go. Okay, and I think after that I will give my mic to Kaya. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, just can somebody give me a thumbs up that you can hear me?
Hello, Kaya. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great, just checking. Yeah. So hi everybody, and like already said, I'm Kaija Saramäki. I'm one of the lecturers in the master program in sustainability management, Master of Engineering, and you can go to the next slide. Okay, yes. So our master programs here in Finland, they are shorter, of course, than the bachelor programs. They are usually 2 years. Some of the students can complete them in 1 year or 1.5 years also. They are 60 credits. The engineering programs in master level are 60 credits. And our Master of Engineering program is currently only delivered online. And then the next slide. A little bit about what the master programs at the universities of applied sciences in Finland are. Let's start first with the work experience part of the eligibility criteria. So each student, they have to have at least 2 years of working experience after they have completed their bachelor degree. So that's kind of like the minimum criteria for the students. And it has to be relevant for the study. So for example, in the Master of Engineering Sustainability Management, the work experience has to be something in managerial positions or to do with sustainability issues or something like that. And then of course you also need to have a bachelor degree or post-secondary level or higher vocational level in the applicable field. So bachelor degrees from engineering, natural resources, and so on, or a master degree, or even if you have a licentiate or a doctoral degree, you can also apply for the master program. And because these are geared towards professionals, people who are already working in most cases, we are also looking for students who are working at the same time, and they need to scale up their skills in sustainability. Many of our students, for example, they are working in the industry or in some expert positions, and they are working at the same time while they are studying, because the studies are part-time. They are online, so they don't need to come to Joensuu, they don't need to come to campus. And also it's a good way for employers to educate their workers to allow them to study in this master program, especially if the company, the employer is in industry things, if they are doing trade with European countries, for example, EU countries, because we are focusing quite a lot on the European sustainability requirements that are stated in the EU directives and so on. So professionals already working are maybe our target group, mostly in the online studies. And then we can go to the next slide where we have a description of the curriculum also, and I can give a little bit more details on what kind of things we are studying. So like I said, that it's usually 1.5 years to 2 years of studies. In the first year, we have courses that are listed there under the identifying sustainability and managing sustainability. And in the second year, we basically have one course and then the thesis. The thesis in total is 30 credits, so it's a little bit broader than in the bachelor degree. And then we also have 5 credits of elective studies. The 3 courses that are mentioned there, those are offered by Karelia. And then, of course, the students can take other university courses from any other university in the world, basically, if they are minimum master level studies. Sometimes we have some international intensive programs that we can offer to the students also. But within the courses that we have, for example, in the first year or in the second year in the co-creation for sustainability, most of the learning assignments are related to the student's workplace. If the student is not employed at the time, they can also do it as a group work with other students, or then we can find some companies that they can work with. But the idea is that the learning assignments are connected to real life cases in the industry or in the public administration and so on. So, for example, in the Change Agency for Sustainability, the learning assignment, one of the learning assignments was to do a plan for a change in the organization. So kind of like looking at how you can shift from, let's say, one way of producing something to a more sustainable way. What are the different steps for your organization to go through to change your production into a more sustainable way? In the co-creation for sustainability, in the second year, we are going to have a hackathon. We are going to have an organization that all the students are working on the same case to think of new ways for sustainability management in that company. So the learning assignments are connected in most cases to the students' own work, and it will benefit their employer, their organization, and also, of course, the students as well. And the next slide, please. This is my last slide. So the career opportunities from the Master of Engineering in Sustainability Management. These are just examples, and like also Radu mentioned, and also Hamid, that it's not an exhaustive list, so there are lots of other things that the graduates can do as well. These are things that we have kind of like, these are the most maybe obvious ones. To become a sustainability manager, supply chain manager, energy service manager, climate specialist, consultant. We also have the lecturer, the teacher here mentioned, and different kind of specialist roles in the industry or in the public administration, in ministries, in universities, in research, and so on. Thank you. That was all that.
Thank you, Kaija, for your presentation. On behalf of Karelia University of Applied Sciences students, I would like to express my warm thanks and gratitude to our profound, skillful teachers with their dedication to teach the students. And thanks to your teaching, the students are equipped with the skills and knowledge of the real life so that they can pursue their life opportunities after graduation. I'm sure lots of graduates of us have landed their dream jobs, and when they think about you, they are really grateful for your being profound and dedicated and skilled, teaching to them when they were students at Karelia University of Applied Sciences. And in this slide, I would like to give more information for agents who would like to cooperate with Karelia University of Applied Sciences. So the commission fee is 15% of the first year full paid tuition fee by the agent students before any discounts and scholarships. Our refund policy can be found from the link that I attach here, and the processing fee is minus 10%. And we have accommodation called jones student housing, And as far as the student have received receipts and confirmation of study from us, they should immediately apply for their housing and then their studying permits. And we have a team of dedicated colleagues who are helping you. You can start contacting them by email the integration@karelia.fi. Next slide, please. So thank you very much for your listening and your time for us. So if you want to contact me for agents, please, you can contact me by my phone number or book a meeting with me or my email. And for the students, if you are interested, please drop an email to admissions@karelia.fi. Let's craft a better tomorrow together. Our teachers and principal lecturers are here to help you.
And I hope that in the future you can bring the students to Finland and especially to Karelia. So thank you so much to our panelists today. We have Miss Katri. Thank you for hosting this together with us,
My
and to all the
pleasure.
doctors. Yeah, to Dr. Ewatki and Dr. Marescu and Miss Kaja. Thank you so much for your insights, and it's a great webinar that we're having with a lot of interest from our agency students. I believe this is a very successful one, and thank you for this.
Thank you very much to my team for your time, to Jones for your helping with us, and thank you the time for all participants, especially students. We are looking forward to seeing you at Karelia University of Applied Sciences.